please stand? Praise God. I didn't think this day would ever come. I don't mean my graduation, I mean freedom. It's so good. God is so good. 12 months ago, I came in and I was broken and I was such a junkie, man. Every day was a struggle, man. It was, who wants to live like that? You guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, who wants to live like that? But every day, I would fight to get heroin. I would steal to get heroin. I would do whatever I had to do in order to get that needle in my arm. But God came and saved me. Jesus came and saved me. My life has completely changed this year. It has been so awesome. I'm a completely different person. I'm not the person that I was 12 months ago. And I didn't think it was possible. I did not think it was possible. I just want to thank God. My counselor, Nick Fox. You're so much more than a counselor, man. You're my friend. Thanks for being my friend. Deborah Tomey from Church Relations. She works at Teen Challenge. Thank you so much, Deb. Just sharing your stories with me, just sharing your testimonies with me, helped me so much. Promotion, Pastor Rich. My mentor, Joe, thanks for hanging out with me on Saturdays, man. You spoke so much life to me. You taught me how to keep it simple, and that was key. And Pastor Rich, thank you so much. I mean, healing services were awesome. Wednesday services were awesome, but the times that I could just step back and watch you work changed me, man. Thank you so much. I mean, I want to write the book on how you and Lynette took over Minnesota Teen Challenge in 1992 or whatever we call it. Crossing the Switchblade Part 2. I can praise God now, man, because I can put my hand over my chest and feel my heart beating, and that shouldn't be happening. It should not be happening. I should be dead, man. I overdosed 2 days before coming here. God will be glorified in my life. Amen. I have a heart for worship, man. Amen. Thank you. Here's my father.
When I think of Tyler, I think of the word transformation. It was 4 years ago, just before Tyler was turning 18, that we had wanted to get him in here then. And speaking of transformation, one of the things he always talked about was he didn't want to sing in that stupid choir. It had nothing to do with that choir. I'm not going to do that. And he wasn't here very long that he told us how much he loved the choir, and that sometime later he got to direct the choir. So it's just, it may not seem like a big thing, but it really, really is, because it's just one small example of what God has done. But 4 years ago, this month, Tyler left home, and those were some really dark days for our family, for my wife and I. And I blame myself a lot for the things he got himself into, and I guess I shouldn't have done that, but I did. I blame myself, and I had some really dark days, and one day in particular, I remember I was driving my truck at work, and I found myself pulling off the road, and just on my hands and knees, just crying in the back of the truck, and crying out to God. And there's a lot I want to say, but let me just say that God, I have told my pastor this when I talk about Tyler, God has not done a 360 in Tyler's life, but I call it a 720. That's twice turnaround. It's just amazing what God has done. And we give him all the praise and all the glory. Thank you for everyone that has worked with Tyler.
I just want to say quickly, I'm Tyler's sister Sarah, and if there's one way that I could just describe the addiction and what it did to him before he came here, was it left him like a shell of a person. It's like you could recognize him from the outside, but inside he was vacant, completely empty. But those of you who have spent this last year with him know that he's not a shell. He's vibrant, he's full of life. And I just want to tell you, Tyler, I'm so proud of you for committing this past year to the Lord and to his will. And I know that he's going to be faithful. And I'm so glad that he's taught you that setting your foundation on the solid rock will get you through it by God's grace. He pulled you out of what you were in, and by that same grace, every single day, you'll continue to overcome. And I'm so proud of you, and I love you very much.
I've been sober for 18 years, and thank you. And if there was Teen Challenge in Minnesota when I was using, I would have been sober for 30. It is an extraordinary program. I have seen Tyler grow to such an extent. I have witnessed his growth, and he has grown more in the last year than many Christians have grown in a decade. And I attribute that to Teen Challenge and their structure and their discipline and their doctrine. And I'm more blessed than Tyler to be his mentor.